Greetings everyone and welcome back to Expeditions Viking, where we are currently in, where are we exactly? What is the name of this town? Skerninge, or Skerninge? I'm not really sure, but we have come here in search of a tomb full of fantastical riches, apparently, that Adis knows about and told us stories of in our youth. So, hopefully, Adis is going to be able to lead us in the right direction. We've got to visit a small hamlet and also find a way into the burial mound. Okay, what are we going to find along here? I mean, we're headed towards somewhere. Found not found. Yes, unfortunately, I discovered that the hotkey I used to start my recording software tries to load a quick save, so I may have to change that hotkey. Ah, damn it. It's so hard to find a function key that not everyone is already using. Actually, let's just go and chat with these folks down here. Hello. What? You there! Thieves! Stop those men! Okay. Okay. Alright. I'll try. Come back here, you. Scallywag. Come here. Damn, they're moving quickly. They're really moving quickly. I'm passing so many things. I want to stop and look. Damn it. Where am I being I feel that I'm going to do something bad here. Oh, okay. Where I've got they've got the surprise on me? You're kidding me. How are they always the ones that surprise me? Well, it's not the greatest, I'll be honest with you. I'm having you guys move up and into cover where I can. Kettle, can I? No, I can't move you back at all. Well, this really does suck, I feel. I do not feel that we were the ones being surprised here. We were the band of warriors who just showed up and messed up their plans of banditry. But of course now, Kettle's going to be probably taken out in the first round. Oh my lord. Well, that is... Oh my lord. So many archers. This is all just a trap and that farmer was in cahoots. I will have his guts for garters. Now who are you going for?
I'll make you pay for that.
Ouch! That really hurt. Did you just shoot Roskva in the head? I think that's maybe a thing that just transpired, yes. Right, well, Kettle, kind of need a few things done here. First and foremost, drop a ranging shot, but there. Oh yeah, nicely done. Now, can we get some quick attacks? Oh wow, we can just take you out. And we can just take you out. Only a 41% chance to hit, mind you. Alright, don't do that then. Roskva, I really don't want you to be there in that ranging area. So, you pull back. Apply a bit of healing to Kettle, please.
Shit. Let me take a look.
It's pretty bad. It's not good. It is decidedly ungood. Right, Kettle. Can you hit them for an awful lot of damage? Yes, 70, 65. I could go for an aim, in which case they're likely to survive it. You are almost certainly not going to, however. So, sure, go for it. There we go. One person down. I'm 100% toggle non-lethal. No, I'm fine with you killing them. They are scallywags and they deserve to be put down. Right. I could go for a shield hook, pull the opponent's shield away, making them exposed. Yeah, do that. Well, shield is wide open. Okay. Sarah, I need you to go for this attack now. 10% chance to crit. It's not terrible. Smack full action. Smacks an adjacent target for 50% damage, making them confused. And then take one step back without... No, that's fine. We'll go with a... I could even go for a charge attack, frankly, but no. Just go for the regular attack there. Nice. Right, Nefia. If I move you up, we could honestly just finish them off. If I go for charge, we'll especially finish them off. But you're going to charge right into there, which is not ideal for me. I need to get out of that ranging area, basically. I've got 2 people still in it, which is terrible. There we go, thank you. We are massively exposed right now. Now, the issue here... So I move back. I've got a good side on you. Not a good side on you, though. But from here, I may have something else going on. Tira's favor. Total damage reduction will be increased. Which I think is probably a good move. Yeah, let's get everyone with Tira's favor. Roskva, get out of that horrible, horrible place. And... Edis... Move up and behind, please. Not up and behind, just up. Then you can move into that cover. There we go. Nefia, you can move forward, but it's going to expose you. You're actually in a fairly solid position as is. Okay, we're out of the ranging shot at the very least. This is not a brilliant situation for us. Really isn't. You're taking cover. You're just moving out by the looks of it. Okay, who are you going for? Excellent. Excellent for resisting the Harry. Ow.
What doesn't kill you makes you angry.
I approve. I think the Hulk would also approve. Okay, demoralizing. Yeah, that's probably something that we're going to need Roskva to be doing quite a lot of. Going for these hits. We've actually got a solid hit there. Yeah, we've got a really solid hit. We went for critical. At this point... Yes, you're going to be eliminating people with each shot. So definitely go for that, Kettle. 1 down. Oh, these bows are so good. And try to take out their healer too, please. Perfect. Our weapons are making this for us. We are killing them, right? We better be. These scallywags. Honestly, I'm most vexed that they got the stun on. That is the part that annoys me the most about this. Is that they managed... sorry, not stun, but surprise round. It's like, really? Come on now. Alright. Nefia. Sure, go for a smack. And then take a step back. Concussed. Excellent. And Sarah, you can hit from there. Which would be especially nice. If I went for a charge, how much more? Oh dear, that was not a charge. I was anticipating. Wow, drag. Okay. I could just stun you. Or defend. I mean, shield becomes impervious to damage. What is your block chance? Let's actually click on any character in combat. Your current block chance is 62%. You know what? Sure. Defend. That is going to be a pretty powerful play, I think. Roskva, could you do me a favor? Actually. I kind of would like to heal Roskva. Yeah, make sure that Roskva is not going to go down, please. You're welcome. Don't ever say that your thing doesn't care for his herd. Right. Can we drop a ranging shot on any enemies around here? No, let's not waste that until we actually have something to use it for. Swap to our sling, though. We got a shot? No. We could move up. We'd be covered from one direction only. Go on then. It's not great, but... Actually, you're not going to be covered from that direction as it happens. That's the whole point. Right. Go for it. Just sling. Good shot. And harried as well. As for me... I guess I'm in a fairly good position right now. Let's not waste it. I could move up and then be face to face with the enemy. I don't think that's very wise. So let's pass the turn. Who are you going for? Probably Roskva. No. Well done. You blocked perfectly. I took a little bit of damage there, though. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Okay, who are you going for? Oh, Trent. Okay. Well, the blows are coming thick and fast. Right, Sarah, I would like you to get the kill here, please. Actually, Sarah, you're going to be much better at going and getting the kill on someone else if we can make it happen. Is there anyone within range? No, but you do have an attack basically stored up. Your next attack is going to be a critical, so I'm actually... I don't want to waste that. Let's take you out with Nefia then. Nefia can follow that by moving forward. Sure. Oh, really? Ah, drat. That is annoying. Very well. We could go for an aimed shot here. Roskva could probably poison Kettle's weapon. Get a solid shot with this one, but let's move up first. See what we can do. Got 67 chance there. It's not amazing, but if we drop this ranging shot, it may become amazing. There we go. Now it's a 92 actually. Kettle, you've got a 90 there. Let's have you move forward. You'll be in some deep cover from the other one. Just go for the attack there, please. Well done. Now I'm going to follow up with my own attack and quite possibly take them out. There we are. Nutter was killed. Right. Next up. Roskva. Is that cover of any description? It is not cover of any description, no. Shame that. Very well. Launch the mushroom that explodes into a cloud of dust spores that covers the target hex and all adjacent hexes for one turn, treating them as full cover for the purpose of ranged attack. Could do. There we are. That should keep us safe from the attacks. Ah, really? All of you are just as bad as each other. Alright, could we get you to charge forward, please? And not trip on anything? No, that isn't actually cover, apparently. Okay, we'll just go behind. Actually, we could advance quite far. Yes, this is what I'm talking. Kettle, you step forward, take your cover. I will move into the cloud as well. Or as well as I can, at the very least. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Go ahead and defend then, for your turn. And that's it. See how you react. Gonna go for a shot. This is it, harried. Well done. And everyone's back up on their feet. Perfect. Okay, right. Have I got a shot? No, of course I don't. Let's move over here then. Oh, wow. That'll almost kill. Excellent shot. Sarah, sure, you can go for the kill here. Alright, critical. Excellent. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Got a couple of bruises. Should have taken the opportunity to heal, actually, thinking about it. Though that being said, we're probably not going to have any particular wounds there. But let's have a check of our quest log. A group of bandits have robbed a farm near Skerninge. Or Skerninge. Retrieving what they stole and return it to the rightful owner. Very well. I will do my best. But first, I gotta loot everything. Why are they writhing on the ground? I wanted to put them to the sword. Some rations, not bad, not bad. A willow bow, that is bad. But what we can do is we can start breaking down our items that we don't want in favor of building better ones out of the salvage that we acquire. What have we got up this side then? Anything interesting? Oh, we do have a couple of interesting things. Oh, the beaded Dane axe, okay. Valuables, a birch bow. Little campsite there. What else are we going to have then? Let's actually check on the map. We've actually covered a reasonable amount of distance, actually. I've got a couple of places down here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some herbs while we're there. Alright. What else we've got going on? Nothing too much so far. We've got some herbs over here as well. Not many herbs, mind you, but some dead bodies. Water skin. No, not too certain I would want that. And we've also got a sacrificial site, apparently. Or at least that's what the text says. The altar is covered in dried blood. The sweet smell of rot permeates the area. Very well. What else have we got around here? Rot is this strange creature, really, when you think of it. Because when you mention or use the word rot, the first thing that comes to mind is the idea of something disgusting. But quite a lot of vegetables, and fruit especially, as they rot, smell better. They smell very, very sweet. So the sweet smell of rot, yeah, I totally get what they're saying with that. I can immediately imagine what they mean. Right, I believe that this was the farm site. Oh, don't mind me if I help myself to a couple of things. This isn't thieving because there's no red hand. And as we've already worked out, it is only ever thieving if there is a red hand when you're trying to take it. Otherwise, it is just a tax. We are taxing the foolish who do not put locks on their barrels. That thought process was so amusing. Right, let's see what's going on in here. Are we going to get a reward for being good Samaritans and robbing the farm blind, but in return for a single item? Oh my lord. Okay, this is bad. Hello. A man and woman lay splayed out on the floor of the farmhouse. They seem to only barely be conscious, and the man is struggling to sit up. Come back to finish the job. Wait, you aren't him. Then please, you must help us. What happened? A man in blue attacked us. He stole a figurine. It's made of wood. It has no value, but my grandfather carved it. Please. I'll find this man and the figurine. Thank you. Thank you. What else you find on him is yours to keep. Just bring my grandfather's idol. Certainly. Find the bandit in blue. Okay. Oh, was it the bandit who told us to rush off and chase down the other bandit? Ah, that's not particularly sporting with your fellow bandits, but clever. Clever. You don't need to run fast. You just need to run smart. There's a grudging amount of respect for that duplicity there. Well played, bandit in blue. I am still going to kill you and take the figurine back, but well played. Know that when I slay you, I will slay you with a mark of respect. Also, I'm going to drink some tea. Right, we have our optional visit just up ahead. I'll have a look around anyway, just in case there's more stuff that I can tax. More Viking tax. Anything down here? I'm going to tax the snow, apparently. No, I'm not. I am absolutely not going to be taxing the snow. The snow has no money. It owes no tax. Right. Okay, well, we've got a little area here. I tend to like to work my way up. Are you the bandit in blue? You might be, actually. Let me have a quick look at this. If I track this, where is that pointing me? Oh no, it's pointing me all the way over there. Okay, well that's not so bad then. Maybe I could go and talk. Oh, we've got so many things, but I want to visit the hall first. Sorry, the hamlet, the hall. Everyone is wearing blue. Oh my lord, that person couldn't have been less helpful with their description than if they tried. Find the person who happens to wear the favorite color of the entire settlement. Don't mind me. Pigs don't pay tax. They have an exemption from the king. We'll tax the barrels though. Hello? No. No chatting with you. Very well. Got anything else up here? Probably the end of the settlement around here. Alright. Oh no, more tax. Some grease. Welcome to our little village. Thank you. Just, taxing you. Of all the things. I wonder what... You should talk to our Godi. Oh, okay. Where would your Godi be? I have no idea. Honey, nice. You can make some things with honey, I'm fairly certain. Oh, actually, here we are, the Godi. Very well. Oddkel the Godi. The man who meets you as you enter the hamlet is dressed in the plain clothes of a farmer, but a tangled web of talismans around his neck indicates his position in the community. His demeanor is polite, but cautious. Hey Loxal, warriors. I'm Oddkel the Godi. What errand brings you through our small village? I'm torn between not revealing our purpose to just some random stranger and also respecting this person, given their obvious stature. I imagine they have something to do with religion or witchcraft at the very least. We're here to visit the grave up on the hill. Ah, indeed. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but that grave is closed under my protection and that of our community. Oh dear. It is a dark place where an ancient king lies buried, and the underground ones guard his treasure jealously. Who are the underground ones? Those creatures who live beneath the earth. Dwarves, elves, the spirits of the ancestors. Those who enter the grave are never seen again. What can be done to gain the favour of such creatures? He smiles, purely out of politeness. For what purpose? I'm not going to go for the fields because, skiing... I'm not sure how much agriculture goes on in skiing, but we are going on a long voyage, so option 3 is valid. But we're also, we've more or less come to the conclusion we're raiders with this voyage. We're not going there to trade. So option 1 also. But luck might also mean victory in battle. So this is the broader one. That we may be brought luck on a long voyage. His gaze is vacant in a way that makes you think you might have given him any reason, and his answer would be the same. A noble cause. Worthy of our aid. However, the powers that dwell in that place are not benevolent. Such a thing requires a sacrifice. Ooh. Okay. Well, it's not true. We have a decent amount to offer, but I'm gonna start low. The haggling. We have little to offer. Even the poorest of men does have one thing to his name, and that very thing is the most valuable sacrifice. Oh, I know where this is going. The underground ones require a life. A human life. I'm not trading my thralls. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. It depends on whose life we're talking. Are you going to ask me to trade one of my herd? If so, no. If you're going to ask me to... damn, we've already killed the bandit. Drat. Maybe we should have come here first, and then I could have gone and killed the bandits. Well, let's see. On the surface, I have no problem with it. He smiles again, and a gleam in his eyes tells you it's sincere this time. Very good. I shall gather the most faithful and prepare the altar. Bring your sacrifice to the pond in the forest, near where you arrived. We'll meet you there. Okay. Okay, sacrifice one free man or woman. I hope I don't get blood on my clothes again. Really. Or 3 thralls in the glade. Oh, okay. Again, my herd are not available for this sacrifice. Huh. Well, that's a little awkward. I'll be honest. I hope we can find a sacrifice. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? I mean, am I now going to be going around asking people, would you mind being sacrificed? Do you have any enemies nearby that perhaps are free men and or women who you wouldn't mind being gone from your life for good? If so, I will gladly take them off your hands. For a small fee, of course. Because, never miss a trick. Grettir. A man waves at you as you're walking away from Oddkel. He appears to be around 20 winters, tall but rather thin. He seems to be making a valiant attempt at stealth. Hey, you. There. Grettir? Oh, Edith knows them. He stares uncertain at the large woman. Yes? Edith. Oh, of course you don't remember me. Only knew each other for a day. You were no older than 10. You were trying to get our attention. I was, yes. I saw you talking to my father. Was it about the tomb? Indeed it was. We want to gain it. There's no point in lying, because he could easily validate that. Verify that. Did he ask you for a sacrifice? Yes, he did. We're to meet him in the glade nearby. Sometimes people go in there without asking. They never come out again. What are you saying? What happens to them? The underground ones keep them. Have you ever seen them? His foot idly draws a crescent in the snow. No. If you go near the entrance at night, sometimes you can hear the sounds they make, like screams. You sound like you'd like to find out what's in there. Ooh, is this perhaps an alternate way in? I've always wanted to go in, but Father won't let me. He won't let any of us in. You can get the door open, we'll go in and look. If we meet the underground ones, we'll deal with them. Then help us get in there, and we'll see for ourselves. I'm curious, but I'm not stupid. Father would be furious if I let anyone in. Oh, okay. You're saying it is possible, though. He nods. Father has 2 totems that he lends to people when they need to represent him. If you show the totem to the guards, they'll let you right in. He carries one with him at all times. I could get a hold of the other, though, but it's just not worth it. I'm not sure about this. As much as I like the idea of having an alternate route in, there is a part of me, a very strong part of me, that disapproves of his son betraying his father's confidence like this. No, forget it. We'll find our own way in. You scallywag. Wait, I'll help you if you give me half of the gold king's treasure. I'm fairly certain, based on my sense, that I could easily do this. Don't be greedy, Grettir. I think a quarter of the treasure is more than fair. No deal. We'll make do without your help. Sounds like a petulant child. All right, fine. Hope you get yourselves killed in there. See, this is why we don't make deals with sons who betray their fathers. Ungrateful whelp. My lord. Even if the father is basically asking us to prepare a human sacrifice. I mean, he could totally be okay with disapproving of his father's actions. But it didn't feel like he was doing that out of the goodness of his heart. It's like, please don't kill anyone, I'll help you get in there. It was like, no, I want some of the treasure, give me half. And it's like, no. There's no noble intent behind this betrayal. You're just a scallywag. Betraying your own kin, my lord. Would it be awful if I'd sacrificed his son? I think so. I think it would have been awful. As much as I feel that would have been an appropriate... No, it wouldn't have been remotely appropriate. It would have been awful. But it would have been funny. Right. Okay, then. Well, we've got this little area down here. Can I walk through your camp without drawing anyone's attention? Just to clear the map a little bit? Yes, I can. Perfect. Then we'll go back and we'll chat. Yoink. There we are. Empty. Oh, the bandit. There is one bandit. I completely forgot. We've actually got a quest to go find them. Well, we're going to have a chat with these people first. Some iron. And by chat, I mean first we're going to tax them. Then we're going to chat with them. They may be wondering, why is this foreign thing coming around taxing us? Oh, well, he's a thing. I guess it's what things do. 2 traders and a couple of hired guards have made a small camp among the recently felled trees on the outskirts of the hamlet. The near guard holds up a hand to stop you as you approach. The man at the campfire stands up to get a good look at you. Declare your intentions. I walked into their camp. I'm not going to tell them they can't, speak gruffly about it, but that they only get one shot at that. I'm going to say my intentions are peaceful, and if it continues, then they might change. Glad to hear it. You must excuse our caution. There's something off about this place. It doesn't help that we're recently one guy down. See, there's no reason to escalate things immediately. What about this place bothers you? Just intuition. It's difficult to describe. Have you met the Godi? I have. He's a friendly enough fellow, and yet I find it difficult to trust him. How did you lose your man? The fool saw a pretty face in the hamlet and ran off with her as soon as we made camp. Northgard is the scoundrel's name. Okay. Trader nods towards the guard in the back, watching the forest. Once he was gone, the lout over there admitted to knowing that Northgard is wanted in Yelling for theft. Oh dear. Seems he signed with me purely so we could skip town without anyone noticing his departure. All that doesn't concern me, of course, but he took off wearing a fine hide coat and an expensive sword. My fine hide coat and expensive sword. Perhaps I can find him for you. Gives you an evaluating look. Aye, I think you probably could. I don't care about the man, but if you bring back the gear he ran off with, I'll make it worth your while. He makes a vague gesture northwards. The folks in the hamlet tell me Northgard dragged the poor girl off into that general direction. Seems she came willingly, but I doubt she knows what kind of scoundrel she's fallen for. Okay. Anything else you can tell me? Small group is still we left, and the trader again stands up when you enter the camp. Did you manage to track down that scoundrel? Still looking. It's a big forest. Trader gives you a frustrated grunt. That lousy thief is probably long gone by now. No. It's only been seconds. It's fine. Okay, so we've got another quest as well. My lord. The scoundrel's flight. In Skerninge, you met a trader out of Yelling who recently had one of his guards run off with some expensive armor and arms and armor. He doesn't care about the man, but wants his equipment back. Find the escaped guard somewhere north of this area. Is that on this map? Oh, it is not. Well, we will do that, but I think first we're going to the stolen heirloom. We're going to go and check this one out. So we've got 2 people we've got to hunt down. Just so happens that I've got a use for, well, 1 people. The other people can just be killed. Well, I mean, it's not that isn't the fate of the people that I select, but the one I select is well, you know what? I'm not even sure that it would be a particularly more noble death to be sacrificed to the dwarves and elves. So, yeah, it's probably pretty bad. And to be perfectly honest, I usually just leave people alive just because I don't necessarily need to kill them. 1 skill point received. Thank you. What else are we finding around here? Got to grab all of the skill points when you can. Anything else around? The maps are so large sometimes. Takes a long time to hunt through them all. Okay, there's the... hello? Aha! you're just herbalists, I guess. Fair enough. Right, we are... How close are we? We've gone past, but only by a little bit. Oh, wow. Just corpses everywhere. A knife. Got a lot of stuff that I can break down at this point for salvage so we can make better arms and armor. I would like to hold on to it a little bit longer, though, to see if we can't perhaps get ourselves some better skill first, so we can make truly fearsome weapons. We've got a camp. Oh, no, that's thieving, and I am not a thief. I am merely a humble tax collector. Hello. At the sound of branches crunching under your feet, a young man jumps up from the campfire, sword and shield in hand, and challenges you in a voice that is surprisingly gruff for his age. Who's there? Oh, no, you are... Okay, so we didn't actually have to leave. I should have worked it out, because there's a young woman and a man. Okay. My name is Aavak Bjarnason. Bjarnason. What are you doing here in the middle of the woods? The young man relaxes a little bit. I'm Nottelfer, and this is Rikvi. We're just headed north, and I figured we'd be safer making camp in here than out on the road. One can never be too careful, this is true. Someone might mistake you for game and put an arrow in you. He turns his grip around his weapon. Is that a threat? If it were, would you do anything about it? He looks from you to each of your herdmen. I suppose not, as you outnumber me. That's right. Okay, now that we've established who's in the superior position here, your previous employer asked me to find you. The young man immediately raises his sword and shield. Is that right? And what are you planning to do about it? I know you're a thief, Nottelver, but are you a murderer? Is that equipment worth taking a life to keep? Is it worth maybe dying for? Knock him out, take a nap, kid, or finesse. Hard. Just stab him. Neither of these are particularly great for me. Calm down, just give back the armor and sword and I'll leave you alone. Do I want to? Is the question there. I mean, you're a known thief, you skipped out on town, you then robbed the person that you tricked to get out of town, and you've also... Well, I mean, it's not necessary that you've done anything untoward to the young lady, but it's quite possible that this is just another one of your steps to putting you far away from where you are wanted. I'm not going to say I'll leave you alone, because that is potentially a lie. I haven't decided yet. I know you're a thief, Nottelfer, but are you a murderer? Nottelfer gives you a long stare, clearly considering the case for and against. His sweetheart wraps her arms around him. Just give him the stuff, Not. You don't need it. You fight just fine without it. Her words completely deflate the young thief. After a moment's hesitation more, he throws the sword on the ground at your feet and strips off the armor. Here, tell him I give it back willingly. Alright. Scoundrel's flight updated. Give him his equipment back. Or not. Or not. Let's have a quick look. Stolen sword. I'm not going to take stolen stuff. I have no need for it. Okay, well that wrapped up fairly quickly and without incident. I'm still shy a free man or woman sacrifice. I can't help but feel though that if I had decided to try and make them into or the thief into the free man sacrifice, then I may have ended up with a free woman sacrifice as well as part of the deal, and that's not really what I signed up for. Mind you, I'm still not entirely sure that I should have signed up for the sacrifice at all. But at the same time, I'm not on the surface at odds with the idea of the sacrifice being made. What I am at odds with, where's my head, is just randomly killing someone who has given me no reason to. Was anything mentioned about it being a living sacrifice? Because, I mean, I made that assumption, but I don't actually recall if anything was said about it being a living sacrifice. All it was is that it's one man or woman or 3 thralls. Hello, Ragnfaster. A man wearing the leather apron of a woodworker looks up from a cabbage patch and raises a hand in greeting. Hail, Oxel, travellers. Have you come to commission a boat? You build boats. I have some questions about a nearby hamlet. Can you tell me anything about the tomb? Yeah, actually, we'll go with this. I have some questions about a nearby hamlet. Can't tell you much about those folks. I stay clear. Their obsession with the old tomb is unsettling. Unsettling. Oh, he must have a speech impediment. How do you mean? Talk to him. You'll see. Can you tell me anything about the tomb? It's old. Been here longer than me, at least. Lots of people come out here looking for treasure. Never seen anyone leave rich, though. In fact, a group of men came this way a few days ago asking about the tomb as well. Don't know if they ended up getting in. Do you build boats? Almost imperceptible sigh of disappointment. I take that as a no. But that's right. I build the sturdiest, most nimble river boats on the island. But it's 2 miles to the coast. Aye, but here I'm surrounded by quality timber. Besides, I like the peace of the woods. What of it? How do you sell anything away out here? I don't see why all this is so important to you, but I'll humour you. On the off chance you might actually buy a boat. I have friends in the coastal towns who take the boats off my hands and resell them. And before you ask, they cart them off on on wagons, you see? Apart from that, my boats are just so good, people come out here to buy them. Now, will you be buying a boat or not? Why do you keep correcting yourself? That seems unkindly, but I'm curious. It gives you an unhappy look. I'm good with wood, not so good with words. Okay, thanks for your time. If you ever need a boat, though, you know where to find me. I do, but I happen to have my own carpenter who is pretty bloody handy with boats. Oh, I really hope he is. Some more herbs. Let's go grab these. Thank you. Anything else around here? Taxing more snow. The snow. It never has tax monies. Why I ever expect it to, I don't know. But I will continue to check. Oh, another skill point. It is worth walking around and properly uncovering everything on the map. Awful lot of... Ooh, what be you then? More snow. This snow did have tags. Fantastic. Okay, I believe... Got quite a lot of stuff around here, actually. Gained 2 ropes. I'm sure I can hear someone working on some wood. Or something. Is that the woodworker, perhaps? But it didn't... seem like it. Oh no, there we are. Danber Ebson. Hello. The man tugs his axe from a split log and wipes his brow. He turns to face you, scratching idly at his bearded chin. Yeah? Tell me about the area. I don't actually live around here. Just come for the lumber, but since you're asking. The spruce is growing tall and strong this year. Anything else I should know? Remember to rest and sharpen your axe. You can work hard without pause and without rest. But the blade will dull, and you will have to work that much harder to reach the same goal. See, I like that. That's actually, I'm not sure what the correct English term is, but kind of anecdote about 2 lumberjacks, a young lumberjack, full of vigor and vim, and new to the job, intending to impress everyone, and an old, kind of seasoned lumberjack takes him under his wing, and they go out as a team to cut logs. And they start cutting, and after about 10 minutes... The young lumberjack hears the chopping of the older lumberjack stop. And he thinks, he must be taking a rest. I'm good to work through. And he just keeps on working, intending to cut down lots and lots of trees and really, really show his worth. Come dinner time again, he hears the older lumberjack's axe stop chopping at trees, and he thinks, no, I can push through. I don't need food. I'll eat when I get home. And he keeps on going. And then later again, every so many minutes, 10, 15 minutes, he hears the older lumberjack stopping his wood chopping. Comes to the end of the day and he's thinking, I've definitely got more. I didn't take one single rest. I was working solidly the whole day. And they taught up how many trees they've chopped. And the older lumberjack has chopped quite a few more trees. And he was like, how? I heard you taking breaks constantly. How did you beat me? I worked non-stop. And the old man simply responds that every time he stopped, he sharpened his axe. It's the whole idea of work smart, not hard. I really love that story. I'm given pause to remember it frequently. And this is basically told that same story. I like it. Anything else I should know? He makes a warning gesture with his hand. Stay away from that there barrow. Strange rites and odd noises. Anything else? The boat builder in the cabin north of here is stand-up sort. He's a bit strange, sure, but he's always paid fair and treated me kind. Anything else? There's a village to the south. I keep myself mostly, though. But don't buy into their ways. Anything else? Stay away from that. Okay. Got anything of value on you? Man freezes visit week. What? No, never mind. That's not what I wanted to ask. I meant if you had anything with trade. Oh, my lord. Trying to turn me into a bandit now. I'll have to sacrifice myself. Right, let's keep the look around. We got, ooh, what are these? We picked up a lot of valuables. That was not a small amount of valuables there. Not even slightly. Okay, we've got something around here as well. Okay, let's go and grab that. Yoink. Ah, oh, damn it. There's nothing there. Extracts, honey, tar. Useful for crafting.
How is it that your stews are always so much better than Björk's?
Hey, what do you have against my mother's stew?
Nothing at all, except that Ida's stews are better.
Yeah, it's true. Your stew is really good, Idis. What do you put in there?
Not about the ingredients. Björk's doesn't know how to handle a fire pit. Never did.
I
If
see.
you're not careful with the heat, meat will dry out like a cow patty in the sun.
Well,
okay.
I'll never look at stew the same way again.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an unfortunate analogy there, I must confess. Right. Powder, cloth. Okay, well, we're getting near to our destination, I would say. Some more herbs to gather. But we've got a decent amount of things out of all of this. I feel pretty good with the amount of loot that we've got, just from scavenging. Got quite a lot of maps still to reveal as well. Yep, take all of that. Now, well, yeah, we've got a fair old bit of the map still to explore. I'm impressed by how much there is to do here. I'm also impressed that we didn't have to leave the area in order to find the thief who'd run off with the merchant sword. That was quite good. Can we go up this? It looks like we cannot, but there is someone up there. Can I get to that in any way? Ah, yes, I can. Oh, there's a path going on to... Oh, this must be the burial mound. Oh, everything's dead up here. A lot of valuables, okay. Anything else? Any other things? A hanged person. Okay, and a chest that has a decent amount of valuables in it. Alright. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. But we've found the barrow. I'm gonna see if we can't complete the sacrifice quest before we start messing with that. Don't want to offend any eldritch creatures. Right, it looks like we're zooming in now on the bandit. Now, you're pretty much my hope. All right. Vika Gunmarsson. Okay, we're straight into a fight. Well, that is not great. I'll bail out of that. Edis. Alright, oh, you're right at the back. Damn it. Let's clear away. Oh, really? Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's double awful. I need you over there to help. Alright. Let's try and not be in the middle of all of this. Edith, if you can get all the way up to them. Oh, of course not. Of course not. They're a clever sort. They've left traps every bloody way. Okay. I never seem to have the advantage here. Oh, no! Sorry, straight down. Okay, well, at least that's one last person I need to heal. Right. Nephew, can you charge? You can. Go for it. Please and thank you. Not a great attack, to be certain, but we need to take this one down right now. The longer they're down, the more chance there's going to be a nasty wound. And how many hits can we get? 60% chance. If I can hit twice. I'm not sure if killing you is the right idea or not, but we'll see. There we go. And is that the right sort of thing to have done? Okay. Find the bandit in blue. Can I use them as the sacrifice? I should have left them alive. Simple wooden figurine. A thungar, a knife. Oh, okay. Not bad. And some rations. Nope. Cannot use the body. That is most unfortunate. Most unfortunate indeed. Should have left them alive then. I don't know. I had this. I just figured that maybe we didn't need a live sacrifice because nothing was said about it. But I guess. Arnulfur. Let's have a chat with you then. Small group is still where you left them. The trader again stands up as you enter. Do you mind if I found him and I brought your equipment back? I found him and dealt with him, but he no longer had your equipment. No, here you are. Best news I've heard in weeks. He beams as you return his stolen armor and sword. Checks it for damage and stashes it securely among his travel kit. Comes back with 5 fine pelts rolled up under his arms. Thank you, my friend. Now, I did say I would make it worth your while, so here's a stack of hides from the wagon. You earned them. Oh, that's completely fair. I've met a new faction. Yelling. Alright, let's take the wooden figurine back. Gained 2 skill points there. We may need to make our way into that place on our own. There we go. Let's see what you have to say. Here we are. Did you find the robber? Do you have grandfather's figurine? I have it. Here you go. He takes the figurine from you with great care, inspects it for damage, then places it reverently on a nearby shelf. Thank you so much, young man. We can't possibly repay you for what you've done. Please, take this old pelt as a token of our eternal gratitude. And a lot of experience as well. Not terribly bad, all things considered. Okay. Well, we have a couple of options before us then. We need to go and speak with the Godi. We've pretty much uncovered the entire map. Did we actually do anything with the watchtower? Was there anything we could do with the watchtower? I'm going to have a look at that. Can we interact with this in some way? Doesn't look like, but I didn't actually realize it was a point of interest. I guess it would be a point of interest, though. But right, we need to go and speak with the Godi. Game saved successfully, apparently. Apparently, moving near the watchtower was very important. Right then. Well, before we do, let's spend our skill points. I'm not sure about this. We've not come across any dialogue options. I'm hoping that we can just sacrifice the body that got, but I don't know. It seems like an odd thing to have for science out of nowhere, because there's a part of me that's like, yeah, you probably needed a live person, but at the same time. Right, let's have a look then. We need to spend a couple more points before we can do anything really useful with that. What are my weapons? I've got a sword and shield, actually. Can I actually increase my sword? I certainly can't increase my shield. But I could perhaps take some points in sword, maybe. I don't know yet. Rebuke, I can't take any of... Well, actually, maybe I could take stun. Rebuke, a kick that moves the target 1 hex away. Sure, actually, I'll pick up that one. That one's 12, but, yeah, being able to kick someone back is not a bad move. All things considered. Healing, leadership. I've got Galder. Most of these are rather expensive, unfortunately. I could take Witchcraft. I mean, I've got the skills to do it, so maybe I should. I'm not entirely certain on that one yet, though. Diplomacy. I need a lot more points before I can do anything useful with that, it seems. Alright, let's have a quick look around here then. Point blank would be nice, powerful kick. Rebuke will also apply knocked down status to the affected target. Nice. Not a bad one. Move around enemies without attacks of opportunity being an issue. Sharpshooter halves the damage penalty for aimed shot. You know what? Sure, I'm going to pick that one up. I feel that one is quite a nice one for me to have. Thick skin. We've only got 3 points, so that's fine. Right, sorry, you've got 16 points to spend. That is particularly nice, actually. You've already got 3 points in spear. You're gonna need a lot more points there before you can do too much more. But I could pick up stun for you, which would be useful. Cripple also, make the ranged attack. No, we don't have any ranged weapons for you, really. I would not mind picking up stun. An extra person who can stun, always a good thing, if you ask me. Always. There's never a time when that isn't good. Also, the ability to buff up your next attack, very, very useful too. Let's get your knife skill up a little bit. Adds death blow. Knife rank 3. Oh, sorry, flurry. Flurry makes 2 attacks at half damage on the same target or on 2 different targets that each attempt to cause bleeding. Okay. Very, very brutal. Nefia. I'm not really sure about you. You've pretty much got everything I want you to have. I could perhaps pick up Taunt. Or even Protect, but you don't really have anything for that. Galda wouldn't be a terrible one for you to get. There's a couple of options there, to be sure. Sneak Attack increases the flanking damage multiplier by 10 percentage points. Relentless grants 5% chance to get 1 extra action when using normal attacks. Quick Feet. Now that one wouldn't necessarily be a bad move for you to get. Simply because, well, it wouldn't be as useful either because you tend to be attacking from further away. Grants plus 10% damage for 1 turn after every kill. That isn't terrible. I think, honestly, Evade is a solid one for all of my people to have. And Dodge. Both of those together are really, really important ones, I would say. Let's see. Have you got anything you particularly want? Point blank range wouldn't be bad. I can't raise your weapon at all any further, so let's not worry about that. But okay, let's get powerful kick. I wouldn't mind you also having that option for rebuke. Higi. Oh, I actually Hugi. I forget how to pronounce the name. Oh, I'm gonna have to check back in the comments. You are one of our primary crafters, so most of your abilities are already as high as they're going to be. Actually, I can pump some into repairing, and I can get your tinker up a little bit later. Leafier, we can pop a little bit for you in here as well. Well, your sword can't get any better, nor can your shield, unfortunately. And that is quite unfortunate, I'll be honest. We could have a look. Yeah, you could get Protect. I think that'll be a solid option for you at some later stage. We've already... I'm going to increase your Danex. Reckless Strike. And now you've got Pull. Hooks the target's neck with the axe and pulls them into melee range. That will be quite potent, I imagine. Right. You, again, another primary crafter, but I'm going to pop most of your points into tinkering. There we go. All right then, let's go and chat. I'm really, really hopeful that you'll accept the. I hope the underground ones will be pleased. What did you want to say? Honestly, you seem far too. Our sacrifices are for the greater good. Oh dear, that sounds. I don't know. I'm getting an increasingly weird vibe from it. Initially, I was like, oh, okay, well, if the gods demand it. But more and more, I'm like, is this for the gods or is this for you? Old Kelvin and his disciples gather around the stone altar, all wearing wolf-pelt hoods. The Godi is preparing an ornate dagger as you come near. Have you chosen your sacrifice? Looks like we don't have an option for anything else. Not yet. Give me time. It gives you a long look. We're patient people, but one shouldn't keep the creatures of the earth waiting. All right. Please, our sacrifices for the greater good. I'm getting an increasingly dodgy vibe from them. Let's go and have a look. Various bones have been cast aside between some bags. All right. I guess. Not really sure what all that's about, but sure. Let's head over to the tomb itself. and have a see if we can chat with the guards at all. I don't know. I'm definitely getting a dodgy vibe from this. It's increasingly feeling like especially because Roskva hasn't spoke up. I was expecting her to actually take a bigger part in these conversations, and her silence is in and of itself worrisome. 4 people, 3 men and a woman, stand on either side of the entrance to the passage grave, chatting casually with one another. As if the concept of full-time guards to protect the burial mound in the middle of nowhere isn't unusual enough, they all appear to be uncommonly well armoured. All guards draw their weapons when you approach. The big stone slab that blocks the entrance to the grave. The woman speaks. Well, I've got very good perception. Hey, Luxel, what's your finesse, medium, stab? I'm going to examine the guards. The woman is clad in what looks to be Frankish chainmail. A Jarl would be proud to dress his skulls in mail like that. All 4 hold swords, but one looks like it might be from the east, while the other is clearly Saxon. Huh. That's interesting. Neither of them has the posture of a trained warrior. In fact, they rather look like farmers stuffed into suits of armour and given swords instead of hoes. So where did they get the stuff from then? Didn't one of them mention a group of people had come back recently? And that no one knows what happened to them? Against whom do you guard this entrance? She shrugs, a casual gesture, but her eyes are darting between you and your herdman. Against anyone who doesn't have permission to enter. How might one gain such permission? A small nod towards the village. Perhaps she doesn't want to expose herself by raising an arm to point. Drink the Godi Oddkel down in the temple. Well, we are looking to get into the grave. Her voice takes on a stiff character, as though she's reciting. This place is under the protection of the underground ones. Only those who seek to pay their respects by way of sacrifice will be granted entry. What sort of sacrifice? As I explained, you should talk to Oddkel. The more I think about it, the less it's making sense. Especially the fact that they're all wearing like different armors and things, and especially considering they're uncommonly well set up. We'll go talk to your Godi. I'm getting a bit of a sinister impression here. And everyone says they don't like this hamlet. I came here honestly, and I had this feeling that Adis, for having been here previously, that this was a nice little place. I'm not really sure why I got that impression, but it was effectively the one that I was working with. So this was a quaint little hamlet, and on the whole, these people were planted enough people. But more and more, I am starting to feel that there is something not quite on the up and up going on. Now, that isn't necessarily simply because of the blood sacrifice, because honestly, blood sacrifices weren't massively uncommon back then. There were quite a lot, in fact. Death was not an uncommon part of religion. But it feels like there's a mystery here, and whilst I can see the mystery, I can't see the mystery, but I can see its presence by the effect it's having on the things around it. I'm getting a weird feeling, and I'm thinking that things may not quite go the way the Godi is expecting them to in the next episode. I am sorry for the cliffhanger. Well, I'm not really, but I hope you enjoyed the episode, though, and are looking forward to the next, where we are going to be getting into that grave one way or the other, and I don't particularly feel inclined to sacrifice my thralls to it. I'm much more okay with sacrificing my thralls to my town to get things built. Though that, now I think about it, it is basically sacrificing them to my town. Maybe using my thralls to get constructions built faster is going to be something I'm going to have to review in the future episodes. But we'll see how things go in the next. So until then, and as always, I do hope you enjoyed and hope to see you in the next. But I do hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next. But until then, Do take care, everyone.